with a Granger and then the Arlet.
Esmeralda.
Let's go.
Esmeralda
wanna
would be
go
good, right?
Yeah.
Esmeralda? Oh, the Harith and the Phobias, that's true too.
And the
But I thought they were
Matilda.
building towards the... and the Matilda too. But I thought they were actually building towards an Arlet pick just here. Okay, they go Irithel actually, so not even the Carrier Granger. A lot of mobility.
Okay. Man, I don't think you want to go for an assassin at this point, Mirko. Now,
No.
the options are super limited here. I don't think there's a good answer.
Exborg?
Let's see. Nah, against a Eve?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think
right.
so, man.
Not against the
But
Eve.
I
Poked
guess.
down way too easily.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh, it is Exborg. Damn. Again.
Nice call, but TLID
Yeah.
again, yeah, very dependent on winning team fights. As RRQ Hoshi have much more of a way to pick up, play it slow, go for the side control, and win out the lanes easily. So there you have it, guys. What do you guys think? I think personally RRQ should have the better draft and should be able to take the dub here, unless Team Liquid ID get a monstrous team fight. Turtle One
Kings takes on the cavalry.
Will they be able to find this game and make it a 2-0, or perhaps the Cavalry finds a way back and force us to a game 3?
Let's see it here. Taking a look at the items, the emblems, sorry, and the battle spells. 3 purifies on the board with a flicker for Aran and no purifies on the other side. There's not a lot of big lockdown from TLID for RQ to really all out respect that. So yeah, it's quite standard here as Rez is actually going for the level 1 fight against Aran, clears it out really well, goes for the regen. And for the emblems, nothing too crazy. Maybe, I guess, Zunesh also going for the Impure Rage instead of the Concussive Blast here is something to note.
Okay, so another worry that I have right now is the lack of set coming in from TLID when they need it against an Irithel. Usually when you're up against an Irithel, I don't know, you either just overload her with a lot of damage or you got a proper catch that can stop her on her tracks. But I don't think RQ or TLID is well equipped for the matchup. But Mirko, emblem by GamesMax here. Is there anything that stands out?
3 Inspires, I guess, here. Whoa, a lot of cooldown to play around the fights. And even for Aran, aggressive. Usually, I think we see Festival of Blood and agility to get to the team fights faster, but he's just going all-out damage with Thrill.
2 members already rotating towards the top, but that's TLID responding with 4 members occupied from the top side. That's going to be the last Insanity towards the back. Immune now. That's going to be Joe, though, still able to get out. Yes, kill. He'll be able to recall. That's a cancellation there by Rins. Great timing. Will RRQ jump this one out? Rez has level 4. Oh, great distance. Yes, kill will be able to get out.
Yeah, amazing. I think the best part about that occasion or like that skirmish is the fact that Zunesh waited until the last second to kind of cancel Yehezkiel's potential to deal damage, because he is probably the only real damage dealer that they have in that exchange. So TLID just forced to back off. It's a free total for RQ.
Free, and it's good for RRQ. Again, you have to remember that TLID, we set the win conditions forth very early on, and it's a winning team fight. So now the window for them to take over the game is slowly and surely getting taken. Now Joel engaged on.
Again, last Insanity as a defensive maneuver. Not too good now. Getting jumped on, overwhelmed. That's going to be first blood for Zunesh. RRQ now on a roll.
Yeah, it's just not a good time for Joe right now, man. 2 times he's forced to use the last Insanity for defensive measure, and that's not a good sign at all for TL.
Oh, big yikes, man. The way that, again, RRQ have been playing, just purely punishing TLID, and the Exborg pick, as expected, has been very underwhelming. It's good when you get some time to actually, you know, fire it up and get heated, but RRQ are never really in a position where it's going to be free for Joel. He's always going to be taking some sort of damage, if not pure CC. You walk up too aggressively, you'll get poked by Rins. You walk up too far out, you will get picked up and slammed to the ground by Edok. And there's armor shred, everything. Tsunami slam again.
On towards Joe again. Feather Airstrike, though, will be deployed. Real world manipulation now, locking Joe down. That sets room for a jungler. Aran now looking for the dongs. Will it be enough? No. Resist there. Aran goes down, but he will take Zunesh down with him. That's gonna be Rins picking up the double. Witty, quite low. That's Rez doing the work. Again, RRQ taking a lot of big fights, and slowly but surely, they're winning them.
Yeah, the Esmeralda is pretty much almost unkillable unless there is actual real DPS in your lineup from Kabuki. Even then, Kabuki also gives some shield away from for Rez in the late game. So Rez, this is his game, man. Composition-wise.
Gotta be careful. That's Falling Storm Moon. Oh no, last insanity for Joe. Very low. Rez is definitely just being a constant nuisance, practically a solo. Oh, he's jumping, he's diving. Oh. Joe into Rumble, there you go. RRQ almost takes Joe down. That's a second neutral objective on the board, though, for the Kings of Kings.
They get so much tempo off the map off of that, dude. Like, yes, it ends up being just a sprint for nothing, but Joe had to walk all the way back, and everybody, Aran, Yehezkiel, Witty, went to help him. That means more tempo on the map. In the bottom lane, Edok now free to rotate, and TLID can't really respond. Yehezkiel's forced to recall, Kabuki is just going to be lifted up, forced to back away, and it's another free turret for RRQ.
It's not looking good at all. At this point, like, what to do? Because clearly the objective game should be in RQ's advantage by quite a lot in this third exchange or second exchange. And they don't have a set, they don't have a catch either to punish the other side of the lane. Meanwhile though, Tsunami Slam.
That's a Purify though, for Kabuki. Last Insanity, Shaman Force pop. Edok in trouble, that's going to be the first Last Insanity kill! Kabuki isolated, stuck there in the real world manipulation. Toy finds the double, and that's just again RRQ finding the right Reds. Oh man. There you go. Just again, just the delay. RRQ, they're just controlling the map, man.
That's a worse trade than Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. That was Joe, like, all for Edok. That's it. That's what they get.
Hey, I don't usually say this, but I agree. That is worse than Nani Madueke for 65 million euro, bro. That's ridiculous. TLID went for Edok, used everything for Edok. That was crazy. This is, oh my god. We have to see the replay here, presented by Official Tournament Smartphone. Yes, the Purify gets baited, but that's not everything. You don't lose out your base when you have your Purify get baited out. They were fighting like that was the main win condition. Having the Purify, having a trade for the Purify. It ends up being Edok for everyone. And TLID, they might have had a chance to come back earlier by their airstrike coming down. They can't even fight this. There's no way. They might have had a chance earlier, but now they're cooked.
Uh-oh, Purify triggered. Last turtle will fall to the hands of RRQ. So, yeah, just TLID here being on the back foot.
Yeah, this is just a tough game overall for TLID. Once again, the draft just sets himself on fire right from the get-go. I can't even blame Joe at this point. He gotta find something. But, you know, it's not Edok with the Last Insanity and like 5 ultimates for the Rome Kalea. But, you know, someone has to try. And Joe, like, he's not given the right ammunition to flourish.
Not enough heal from the side of TL. Zunesh now with the taunt. Rez just covering. That's the guiding win. Reposition Joe. 70 seconds on the clock for our first Lord, and RRQ, they are taking it slow.
Dude, there's not much you could do if you're Joe in this position. It's tough, Chef, and we gotta take a look at the in-game equipment. The Faraga armor is just nothing right now to RRQ. Only a brute force, so he's going for more tenacity. Zunesh is too tanky. Edok!
Uh-oh, onto a Joe. Real world manipulation now. Will he deployed? That's going to be torn into a ball down. That's going to be traded for Edok as well. 2 for 2. Oh my goodness. The damage will be enough to take Joe down as the base turret's passive in the bottom side will go down. RRQ, what a fight though. What a scrappy fight.
Yeah, it is scrappy for RRQ especially, and even though RRQ kind of like make a mistake, they're too much overextension towards TLID that can actually punish quite well. It ended up to be a trade that favors them.
They can afford it. They can afford that messy gambling kind of approach.
as long as all of their deaths are still just on Edok, it's all good, dude. Well, not just Edok, but Edok and Zunesh mainly. The only death that wasn't planned was the toy death. Everybody else, Edok and Zunesh, is all good. Having those deaths on your utility tanks and an actual roamer is fine. And for TLID, you can see the deaths have just not been placed in the best positions because Joe needs to deal damage in these fights. Yes, he's a utility jungler, but you need him to deal damage. You need him to be a bit of... Oh, man. Purify again for Tsunami Slam.
Oh, no.
It's a good tool, good battle spell to have against a Tsunami Slam, but when it's constantly traded for a Tsunami Slam out of nowhere like that, it's not value. The Purify is much longer compared to the Tsunami Slam, so Edok's going to have that, and now you can already see them look for a play.
It's a 5v5. They are going for it. Great. For TLID to keep their distance there. RRQ though, they will look for that turret. That's Rez jumping with the Falling Storm Moon Shaman Force Pop. Rez taking a lot of heat there. Not taken down under the turret toy. Does it not find the pressure? Tehran should fall here. That's gonna be Renz locking him down in his world. That is RRQ again, pressing the right buttons, applying the right pressure.
Kabuki?
That's Kabuki. No Purify pops there. That's gonna be Edok flickering out. That's gonna be Edok taken down. TLID, oh, rather RRQ there from Renz, a little bit too overzealous. Punished.
Okay, now it's still a 4v4 though. Can they still go for it? Oh, Toy, look at that.
That's the Lord targeting towards the bottom side, Joe. Very low. Airborne as well. Zunesh, though, is in the front, taking a lot of heat, looking to reposition. Ron! He was just respawning. Rez very low. Last Insanity pop. That's going to be Rez here. Just distracting again. But this time, it will be enough to take him down. Rez goes down for 30.
Okay, I think Rez, that was a bit too much, especially the fact
Way
that he
too
already
much.
has 3 kills. Now, I know this is your game. This is a really easy Esmeralda game to play, but you gotta still consider the fact that TLID is still a pro team, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the way that TLID have been playing this has just been very reactionary. It's not really their fault. Again, the composition is kind of forced to be reactionary. You can't be the one to pull the trigger. If they do, we saw what happened. You went in and you're cooked. And yes, at least for TLID, net worth-wise, they were able to find a proper trade, but losing a base turret for those shutdowns is so expensive. It's not value at all. Makes it, again, more value for RRQ, getting everything here. Look at the gold lead across the board. 2,700 for the mid lane for Rins. Oh, man. I'm surprised Rins didn't just go Skypiercer because he's so free in these team fights. He could actually just, he could be a better Juicin in terms of racking up Skypiercer stacks. Yes, it sounds weird, guys, but when you're this far ahead and when your front line is that tanky and you have all the tools in the world to bait enemy resources before you finally pop that juicy real world manipulation, it's not too far-fetched, you know? It's just the safe route to not go for it here. And RRQ, probably the best at playing it safe, probably the best at managing a big lead like this into the mid game.
Yeah, and to be fair, who's gonna even go for Rinse at this point? The only way I can think of is just either Iran getting a Dark Wave Flicker combo when Rinse is too much overextending, or really just spending that Circling Eagle combo with the Guiding Wind, bringing someone towards Rinse. Then again, he has some shield, he has a lot of HP bars. It's not gonna be that easy for Rinse to die in the backline.
Seems like
Even
both
bottom
teams
lane
are
is so good.
Yeah, this is perfect for RRQ, and they're playing it very well. They're not too rash here in taking a fight, but it seems like now with Harith showing mid, TL will push the gears though. That's gonna be Zunesh now being the target. Oh my goodness, the burst really goes down. 5v4, Kabuki went down alongside with him. That's gonna be Joe now. Tehran repositioned, but the damage is there to take him down again. RRQ, they ignored the Lord now as they look to end the series. Yes, Kill, Iran, will they have enough firepower to do so? Feather Airstrike not in hand. Mick goes down. That's gonna be Iran now. Trying to hold the minions off. That's going to be the Purify popped. Iran very low, taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like RRQ will find the main base, and it is going to be 2-0.
Yep, 2-0, but not in a way that I would like